Order, order. Mrs. Gwyneth Dunwoody.
Mr. Heath, this is a truly beautiful day. The sun is shining, God is in his heaven, and I'm happy to see a majority of the House of Commons wearing the right colours. Can I... Because indeed, the lady that I have the honour to propose as Speaker of this August House fought a very unique election, wearing a green rosette. And it is very rarely that one has the opportunity to introduce to one's colleagues, so many of them new to this House, a person of such sterling value and of such remarkable ability. There will be many of you who think you know our Speaker, many of you who have come here perhaps for the first time today, and you will know her public persona. You will know this witty, hard-hitting, very much in charge Yorkshire woman who keeps us all in our place. That is, of course, what she does. But however, you ought to know that behind that public persona, there is another person. And she is much valued by the House of Commons on all sides and by all members. She is a woman who understands not only our abilities but our frailties. She is a woman who, unlike some of you, I have to say, only got here after 5 attempts. She has served this House now for what seems to me a very short time. But she has done so with intelligence, with ability, and with remarkable tolerance. She understands, because she's been in our whip's office, what every trick and particular change we can make in order to get what we want. She understands how the procedures of our House are important, and although sometimes arcane, actually contribute to the importance of free speech. Above all, she is the person who protects that free speech, because to her, the importance of the House of Commons is its ability to speak for the people, its ability to be the voice of the people, and above all, its ability to represent the people. I have to say simply, Mr. Heath, that you and I have seen 1 or 2 summers, but we 21-year-olds know how to appreciate the important things of life. It is therefore to me a really great privilege and indeed a great honour to propose to the House of Commons that its Speaker be the Honourable Betty Boothroyd, MP for West Bromwich.
Mr. John McGregor.
The last time I met the Right Honourable Lady, the member for West Bromwich West, was just before the dissolution of the last Parliament, when we were together late at night in very convivial circumstances, arm in arm, in a chorus line, singing "We'll Meet Again." Little did I think then, and more of that later, but little did I think then that I would be meeting her again, with me having the great pleasure and privilege of seconding the proposal that she should again be our Speaker. And it is indeed a great pleasure and privilege. I would like really just to make 3 points. First, those of us who were in the last Parliament know already her many sterling qualities, which is why she is the unanimous choice, without the need for any election, of all of us as the Speaker in this Parliament. There is no greater honour that the House can bestow upon one of its number than accepting them as Speaker of this House. It is a role which is so important in upholding our democratic traditions. But it is no easy task. And in having the great pleasure to second the Right Honourable Lady as Speaker of this House, I'm sure that I speak for everyone in wishing her well in doing the job in this Parliament.
Call on Miss Betty Boothroyd.
Sir Edward, some honourable members were not even born when you entered the Commons. The present Prime Minister and the Chancellor of the Exchequer are only 2 of them. You have seen 7 previous speakers occupy that chair, and now, as the 8th, I submit myself in accordance with the ancient custom, once again, to the will of this House. 10 years ago, this summer, I vividly remember hearing my immediate predecessor appeal for shorter speeches in the chamber. Well, you know, things don't change very much. Short speeches, concentrated, well-argued, are far more effective. And I know that applies to supplementary questions. The most effective supplementary I ever heard, you know, came from a member who was sitting on the opposition benches. And his supplementary, he rose and he uttered one word. He said, "Why?" I've never seen such consternation on the face of a minister. You know, as Eric Morecambe would say, there's no answer to that. Sir Edward, when I was elected Speaker 5 years ago, I promised to respect the rights of all honourable members, regardless of their office or their lack of office, irrespective of their party, always aware of the supreme duty of the Speaker to safeguard the traditions of this House, and abandoning all previous commitments and content only to serve this House. Those were my aims 5 years ago, and that is a pledge that I again give today. Thank you.
The question is that Miss Betty Boothroyd to take the chair of this House as Speaker. As many as are of that opinion, say aye. Aye. On the contrary, no. I think the ayes have it. The ayes have it.
Thank you.
Madam Speaker-elect, all speakers are elected to speak for and represent this House. And in the modern television age, this responsibility is more daunting than ever before. For example, I understand that today throughout the world you are not just admired and respected. In Japan, I understand amongst cable television viewers you have a fervent cult following. In the United States, there is a cable television station that is dedicated to Prime Minister's questions. There is no accounting for taste. And there is no doubt at all who is the star of that show. It is not either the then Leader of the Opposition or indeed the then Prime Minister. It is yourself as Madam Speaker. Total unflappability, your quick wit, which on occasions we admire and on occasions we suffer from, command of the chamber and authority. But I think most of all, what all of us would say who have experienced your chairmanship, your speakership in this House over these past few years, what all of us would say is that most of all, you are genuinely a lover of this Parliament and a respecter of it. You believe in it, you cherish it, you protect its members, and I think that I would speak for everyone here when I say that you have always showed total impartiality, no fear or favour to anyone, and we cannot say any higher praise than that. Whatever aspersions have been cast on the conduct of members, or indeed whatever concerns people feel from time to time as they watch the debates of this House or Prime Minister's questions, no one has ever doubted your dignity, your integrity, or your capacity to do this job well.